Excuse me? Don't you need your movies to look as good as possible? Don't you need your TV shows to look as good as possible? Why would you lay off 1,000 staff members, gutting the visual development team? Oh, I bet you I know why. I might be wrong. Two things come to mind. The use of AI, which we knew was coming. I mean, it's inevitable. It's one of those things where technology increases and jobs are replaced with the technology and things change. Machines have been replacing what humans do for a long time so far in our industrial age and everything. So, you don't want to see people lose their jobs. You don't. You want people to always have their livelihoods. However, new technology tends to also create new jobs. So I don't know what's going to happen with all this with AI. There's some great things about AI and there's some not so great things about AI. One term that tends to go around the internet a lot is AI slop. Like every YouTuber on the planet almost says AI slop. I think I'm the only one that doesn't refer to AI as slop. But I do know that there's AI that people do not want. And there's AI that people are cool with. There's AI that people feel is a just reason for using AI. And then there's, not. As a matter of fact, Val Kilmer, I think, is supposed to be in a movie where he's supposed to be 100% AI. And I heard that he actually signed off on that. The fact that he signed off on it, I don't really have a problem with it as long as it doesn't look uncanny valley and out of place. Okay, people have talked about the future of that, where it's like, when actors just aren't their young selves anymore. Like, he could do another movie with the Predator, and say it again. He could say, run, go, get to the chopper. He could say it again. Or a variation of it, you know what I'm saying? And he could be his young, strong self again, and he signs off on it. And if the AI looks so incredibly real and you literally can't tell, like, wow, that's very interesting, But let me talk about the second reason. Could be the fact that they are hurting way more and have imploded way more than we think. They may have lost so many billions of dollars with all the garbage that they were trying to shovel down people's throats. And it comes to mind that BlackRock was saying you're going to have to force change. And then they backtracked on it recently. So they were telling these companies, look, do this or else. So it's like, damn, these companies were being forced to do this stuff. It forced them to fail. Makes me think of the women on that Russian team. Saw that little documentary about where they didn't even know it. Actually, it's different. It's not really a good analogy, but it's making me think of how those girls, they were given steroids without knowing the effects of them, and it basically turned these women into men. They was winning all type of gold medals, and then it's just like they were left to live their lives like that. So the difference is they didn't know, and they were forced to do something. Disney knew what they were forced to be doing, along with the rest of all these other companies that were forced to whatever, BlackRock had their, stake in, forced them to do all this stuff, the video games, the TV shows, the movies, all that. A damn shame. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll say it again. I am so glad I never got a specific opportunity. Actually, I'm thinking about it right now. There was one particular meeting that I was supposed to have, and I didn't have it. However, I'm glad I didn't blow up mainstream in the Hollywood machine. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these actors either have to shut up or they get along with it and go along with it and demonize fans and anyone else who doesn't like the garbage that they were trying to shovel down people's throats. Do you know how much of a chore, how burdensome, how horrible, how terrible, how much of a nightmare it would be to sign on for several movies or TV shows or whatever it is and have to make entertainment that the fans hate? That has got to be, oh God, I don't know how they sleep at night. And some of them are down with it, but I don't know how they sleep at night, the ones that, you know what I mean? And so many of these people, you know, they start getting money. They get their mini mansion or their huge compound. They got this car, that car. They're taking care of the whole family, all this other stuff. Things switch. And what you going to do? You're going to keep making, you know what I mean? You're going to keep making it? Or you're going to go broke because you're not going with the machine. You know, it's like golden handcuffs. That's what they call it. Golden handcuffs. You make so much money that you cannot stop. Always got to have A, B, C, D, E plan. So, after that rant, let's see what the reason that they're saying is. All right. Disney has a new CEO in Josh D'Amaro. His tenure has started with the layoffs affecting over 1,000 now former employees. Forbes reports that Marvel Studios was hit particularly hard, with nearly the entire Academy Award-winning visual development team let go. How? Either they plan on putting out garbage, special effects. This makes me think it's AI. We don't have a list of names, but many of them have worked for Marvel for the past decade. Now only a skeleton crew is in place to coordinate. You better know where I got that from. Hiring concept artists on a per project basis. This huge cost-saving measure. That's a huge cost-saving measure. But given the importance that we know concept art plays in shaping MCU movies and TV shows, it's hard to wonder whether it will ultimately hurt the franchise. The Wrap has shared additional details confirming that Disney's entire home entertainment team has been gutted, along with EPK, the electronic press kit team. The publicity department has also been trimmed down, and the biggest surprise being the departure of the SVP of Global Digital Marketing, Dustin Sandoval. He oversaw the inventive digital marketing campaign for many of Disney's biggest hits, including Avengers Endgame and Avatar: The Way of Water. For Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, for example, actual apes on horses were sent to cities across America to build awareness. According to the trade, quote, the layoffs did impact Marvel employees in both Burbank and New York across most areas of the division. Film and television production, along with comics, franchise, and finance, and legal. The Wrap was told that this was the result of an overall reduction in Marvel's film and television production slate, artificially inflated in years past by the desire for fresh product for Disney Plus efficiencies from the integrations of Marvel Entertainment into Marvel Studios and the aforementioned emphasis on operational efficiency and cost management. Let me tell you something. If everything that they put out was good, they wouldn't be laying off nobody. I think it may be actually a combination of things. D'Amaro shared news of the layoffs in a letter sent to Disney staff on Tuesday morning. All right, so here we go. In January, we announced our our unified enterprise marketing and branding organization designed to serve consumers in an even more connected way. Over the past several months, we have looked at ways in which we can streamline our operations in various parts of the company to ensure we deliver all this corporate fluff jargon to ensure we deliver the world-class creativity and innovation our fans value and expect from Disney. Given the fast-moving pace of our industries, this requires us to constantly assess how to foster, everything's in italics here, to foster a more agile and technologically enabled workforce to meet tomorrow's needs. As a result, we will be eliminating roles in some parts of the company and have begun notifying impacted employees. Compassion and respect remain at the heart of our company. We move forward through this transition. Our priority is to support those impacted and help each other navigate what comes next with resources, guidance, and direct support. We're sorry. We're sorry. Y'all better know where I got that from too. Oh, man. Well, to all the good people over at Disney that were laid off, you have my sympathy. I hope you find something good, to replace it. Or, well, if you're on unemployment, a lot of times, some people love unemployment. It's like a vacation. I remember I had a really high-paying job when I used to sell cars. At one point, I got fired it was on some BS, by this one manager because they asked me to come back the very next day. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I'm not coming back. To hell with this. So I was collecting unemployment, and I was like, good Lord. It was some good money I was making. I didn't realize how much money I was making over there. And I was just like, man, this is like living like I'm rich. It's just like, felt like residual income coming in. So some of them are worked like government mules. So, some of them probably need a vacation anyway. So this will probably give them a chance to relax, collect unemployment, figure things out, Yeah. All right. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my commentary, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next video. 10 million subscribers. Whoa.